Heyo, Cool Skeleton 111 here. How y'all doing? Alright. Well, today we're getting back into the Ace Attorney trilogy. Woo! Man, it's been almost a week since we've done it, but now we are back. So we can get back into whatever the heck we were doing that I don't remember. Alright. Well, are you all ready to get into it? Here we go! Hold on a sec. Alright, it looks like the audio is working. The game is showing up. Alright, let us continue. Alright. February 24th, 3:12 p.m. Wright & Co. Law Offices. Please be aware that there will be some very awkward voice acting. And most of these characters, I probably don't remember their voices. Woo! Alright, I'll just give it my best shot.
I'm so sorry, Mr. Wright. I'm sorry for what my sister said.
Drastic crimes require drastic measures. That's just the way it is. We did what we had to in order for him to get the verdict he wanted, or deserved.
I didn't know. I never knew that the SL9 incident was just another name for it. A name for the Joe Dark killings.
Sounds like everyone's heard about these killings but me.
Lana wanted Dark convicted so badly. That's why she used me. That's why she used what had happened to me.
What do you mean, what happened to you?
It's all there in the file. Joe Dark's last victim was Prosecutor Neil Marshall. When he murdered Officer Marshall's brother, he left behind an incriminating piece of evidence.
What did you have to do with this killings, Emma?
On the night Prosecutor Neil Marshall was murdered, Joe Dark tried to kill me.
What? He tried to kill you?
Officer Marshall's brother, Neil, was only trying to save me.
So that means you...
Yes. I was a witness in the Joe Dark trial.
I didn't see that one coming.
It happened 2 years ago. It was right about this time of year, too. There was a terrible thunderstorm that day. Unusual for the season. I was alone in my sister's office. We were planning to eat dinner together once she finished her work. Then suddenly, this terrified man came bursting into the office.
Joe Dark.
It seemed like he was just running from someone. He pulled out a knife and screamed at me. I didn't know what was going on. Just then, Prosecutor Marshall showed up.
Jake Marshall's brother.
Joe Dark tried to take me hostage. But before he could, Mr. Marshall tackled him. Then...
What happened?
I'll never forget it. The lightning struck, and the lights went out. Suddenly, a bolt of lightning flashed outside the window, lighting up the office for an instant. What I saw then birthed a permanent picture in my mind. I can still see it now.
A permanent picture?
I don't remember the moment when Drake stabbed Mr. Marshall.
So, you weren't able to testify about that?
No. I was only asked about when I was attacked. That must be why why she made up the crime.
Made it up? You mean, provided bogus evidence?
The prosecutor's office wanted that guilty verdict so bad. Lana forged the evidence, and Mr. Edgeworth used it.
Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes, but I'm sure he didn't know anything about it. He couldn't have known he was being given false evidence. Even so, that's when it all started. The rumors about Mr. Edgeworth, I mean, it's all my fault. If I could have just testified properly, none of this would have happened.
So it's true. Even though he may not have known it, Edgeworth really was involved in falsifying evidence.
After that case ended, Lana was never the same. She became cold, like she is today.
She must not have been able to face up to what she did. Especially not to Emma. What did you see in the instant the crime occurred?
Dark knocked down Mr. Marshall and raised his knife. Neil Marshall was stabbed right in front of the poor girl.
Neil Marshall was stabbed right in front of this poor girl.
I don't remember what happened after that. Apparently I passed out. When I came to, Lana was cradling me in her arms.
Poor Emma, you've been through so much.
I couldn't bring myself to testify about that instant. I tried, but the words just wouldn't come out. I drew a picture, but it wasn't any good.
2 years ago. You must have been 14. That's understandable.
Once it was all over, I made up my mind. I decided that when I grew up, I'd become a scientific investigator. I want to be able to fight crimes with my testimonies and find the evidence to make an airtight case. That way, Lana would never have to forge any.
I see. I think I'm finally starting to understand what makes Emma tick. But there's still something that bothers me about that crime. something that's puzzling me, Emma.
What is it?
You said you were in Lana's office at the time, right?
That's right.
Why then would a serial killer come running in there? Not only that, but he was being chased by a prosecutor?
Oh, there's no mystery there. Joe Dark had been taken in for questioning that day.
Taken in for questioning? You mean by the police?
Of course.
This happened at the police department.
He tried to run away halfway through the interview and fled into my sister's office.
But why did he run all the way over to your sister's office?
Because the detective's office and the questioning room are right across from the elevator.
Across from the elevator? But Lana was the chief prosecutor, wasn't she?
No, silly. Didn't I tell you? 2 years ago, Lana was a detective. She was the best in the entire force.
What? That's news to me.
After the Joe Dark case, she was transferred to the prosecutor's office and made chief prosecutor.
Lana used to be a detective? I'd better have another talk with her. February 24th, Detention Center, Visitors Room.
Lana!
Mr. Wright, it seems I keep causing you trouble. Falsifying evidence? I didn't think you were the type. Criminals don't mind playing foul. Why shouldn't we?
But Lana, if you're wrong, an innocent person might be found guilty.
Believe me, I understand the risks. Lana. Emma told me about you. Oh? About how you were a detective 2 years ago. And how the SL9 incident was the reason for your transfer to the prosecutor's office. That's right. Could you fill me in on the details, especially about that unusual change of jobs? I suppose you have a right to know, Mr. Wright. A lot of revelations were uncovered at the trial today, not the least of which was the fact that this case is largely connected to another one 2 years ago. Evidence from that case was stolen as well, though I expected as much. I know how obsessive Officer Marshall can be.
That trial, it really wasn't fair, was it? I believed in you, Lana. I believed that no matter what happened, you'd always stick to the truth.
It couldn't be helped, Emma. At the trial 2 years ago, I sold my soul. Well, all drama aside, the fact of the matter is, at 5:15, there was no murder at the police department.
Tell me it's not true, Lana. What the witness, Miss Starr, said about you stabbing Mr. Goodman with a knife. Lana! understand! Why won't you tell us?
Emma, this doesn't involve just me. I don't think I've ever seen Lana look so fazed before. It's true. I was a member of the police force 2 years ago.
She was amazing. They still talk about all the cases she and Chief Gant cracked together.
Chief Gant? He was the deputy chief of police back then. But he still worked the crime scenes. Damon Gant. He was everything I aspired to be.
They were the best team ever. They solved crimes before the reports could even be filed.
Emma really idolizes her big sister. But now you're chief and prosecutor. What happened? I always planned on becoming a prosecutor. The reason I became a detective was
to gain experience investigating crime scenes, so you could use that experience in court, right?
Gant's help in the SL9 case was crucial to its resolution. After that, he became chief of police and arranged my transfer to the prosecutor's office. Maybe I should ask more about this investigation of theirs 2 years ago. 2 years ago, I was second in command of the detectives investigating Doc. Second in command? That means the investigation lead was Damon Gant, right?
Yes. Deputy Chief Gant and I shared the same office, and the same investigations.
They even had the same office.
We led a team of the best detectives on the force. Detective Goodman, whose case it is, Jake Marshall, and Angel Starr. It was the first time Marshall worked with his brother. He was quite gung-ho. Without a doubt, Joe Dark was the serial killer. He asked him to come in for questioning. We were desperate for evidence. That was when his final murder took place. When he tried to murder Emma. Prosecutor Marshall was trying to save me from Dark. You see, the first person who happened upon the scene of the crime was me. Now you tell us. Damon Gant and Neil Marshall were the ones questioning Doc that day. The investigation was in its final stages, and Doc must have suddenly panicked. So he waited until Gant and Marshall let their guards down, then fled the room. From there, he ran straight to the office shared by Deputy Chief Gant and myself. That's where he found me! So, you were the first person to run to the scene, Lana? It appears so. I was filing some papers while Gant and Marshall were questioning Doc. When I returned to my office, I saw 3 bodies on the floor and smelled blood. 3 bodies?
Prosecutor Marshall, the victim, Emma, who had passed out, and the suspect, Joe Dark. During the struggle, it seems Mr. Marshall struck a final blow before he died. Joe Dark had incurred a minor concussion and lay unconscious. What did you do? To be honest, I panicked. I picked up Emma, carried her out of the room, and just held her. Can't blame her. After all, her sister must have gone through. After that, I placed Dark under immediate arrest. Let me get this straight. You were all involved in the SL9 incident? That's right. Quite a coincidence. I don't buy it.
What are you saying?
There's no way everyone involved in this trial was also involved in that incident. Just by chance.
But that case was solved 2 years ago.
At least one person went to extremes because they didn't believe it was truly solved. Officer Marshall. Yes, his actions came up as a surprise to me as well. Ever since his brother died, he's changed completely.
I guess he wasn't convinced with the ruling against Joe Dark.
But life doesn't end with the closing of a case. Everyone has to live the rest of their lives with their memories. That case just might not be over yet. Emma was assaulted by Dark at the police department, right? Yes, in the office that Demon Gant and I shared. The office that Mr. Gant now occupies by himself. The Chief's office. Maybe we should have a look at the Chief's office. The site of the final SL9 murder. Alright, I guess we'll head on over. How do we do that again? Here? February 24th. Police Station. Criminal Affairs Department. I don't see Detective Gumshoe anywhere. Things seem kinda quiet around here today. You're right. The chief of detectives seems the same, though.
Why don't we go look for some other people to talk to?
Right. We can come back here later. February 24th. Police Department entrance. Howdy, Bambino.
Oh, Officer Marshall!
I never thought things turned out this way when I woke up this morning. Hey, Sita. You never know where life will lead you, eh, Bambino? I should have known my luck had run out when old Billy dried up this morning.
Billy?
It must be his pet cactus. Say, where are you headed? Just over to the prosecutor's office for a little interrogation. It's a voluntary appearance, but we all know I won't be coming back. Sorry, but you can't go in the evidence room today, partner.
Mr. Marshall! Why did you do it?
Why do prospectors head west? If ever there was a case I needed to know the truth about, it was that one. Before you turn yourself in, Mr. Marshall, would you mind telling us exactly what happened? Looks like I won't be getting a steak lunch today. Something was fishy about that trial from the beginning. It wasn't just me either. All the detectives thought so. What do you mean, fishy? Some of the facts reported were inconsistent with the evidence we found. For example, murder weapon.
The murder weapon? You mean the switchblade knife with a broken tip?
That was Joe Dark's, all right. But in the initial autopsy report, a question was raised.
A question?
The blade of the knife was not a perfect match with the wound that the victim sustained.
What does that mean?
It means there's a good chance that knife was not the murder weapon. However, in the report that was finally submitted, that possibility has been erased.
The facts have been concealed with forged evidence?
That case left behind scars on all of us.
The scars that the SL9 incident left behind?
I got the looks, but he got the brains. He was one of the best prosecutors around. I had just made detective when it went down. It was our first case together.
How old was he? Your brother?
He was 27 at the time. He was awarded the highest honor that very day.
The highest honor? You mean the
King of Prosecutors.
I knew it.
Were y'all looking at me like that before? That's an honor for a prosecutor.
Mr. Marshall must have really been close with his brother. The day the SL9 incident took place, that was the same day as...
That's right. It was the day of the evidence transfer.
Interesting.
It was drizzly that morning, and by nightfall, there was thunder. I can't believe 2 years have gone by already. I tried to steal the evidence so the case wouldn't die.
Apparently someone tried to stop you. Detective Goodman was murdered, and the evidence locker was empty.
There was something going on behind the scenes in that case. We all knew that later. Every detective involved in that investigation, save one, was taken care of. Miss Starr was fired and I was demoted to boxed away in a tiny room.
What about Detective Goodman?
If they did something to him too, commissioners would get us suspicious. No, they were careful enough not to be too obvious.
They? Who are you talking about?
Don't get upset, Bambina. I mean Damon Gain. Lana Sky. The investigation lead Damon Gain and his second-in-command, Lana Sky. There wasn't a person on the force who hadn't heard of that deal. That case was the biggest step in both of their careers. After that case ended, Lana transferred to the prosecutor's office. Ah yes, Phoenix is Western now. After the case ended, Lana Sky... I cannot... After the case ended, Lana transferred to the prosecutor's office, right? Yeah. Damon Gant, the new chief of police, arranged for that to happen. She's never been the same since she left. Everyone who knew her said so. Chief Prosecutor Sky was totally different when she was a detective. Now that he mentions it, Emma said something like that too.
Tell me, what happened to my sister?
Sorry, Bambina, but her secret is too well guarded. I never found out. Lana's secret. It all started 2 years ago. So there you have it. That's my story. Did you enjoy it, partner? It was certainly enlightening. There's one thing for sure I found out in that country. Found out in court today. That boy Edgeworth is my enemy. He was the one who used falsified evidence to get a guilty verdict. But someone else was the one who gave him that evidence and planned everything. That someone was Damon Gain. Don't believe me? Well, I don't blame you. I won't even be a patrolman after today. Too bad I won't be around to work with you when you become a real scientific investigator. Adios, Bambina. And he's gone. Well, let's go see if we can go in now. February 24th. Police Station. Criminal Affairs Department. This place is always pretty empty, but today it's deserted.
That must mean everyone's busy solving crimes.
Oh, if you're looking for the others, they're all in conference room. Thanks! Wow, he actually talked to us. With the chief prosecutor saying that what she did and the decision about what to do. About Chief Edgeworth, not to mention a statement to the media and to Moss trial. There's more chaos going on than Thanksgiving and Christmas put together. I think festive is the word usually used for those.
Sir? We'd like to have a look around Chief Gant's office.
Just use the connecting hallway to the other building. And take the elevator to the top floor.
Really? You mean it's okay for us to go in there? I mean, we aren't police officers or anything.
Nice going, Emma.
Hey, you're right. You can't just go in there. It's off limits.
Now I see where Detective Gumshoe gets his unique charms.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's head to the chief's office.
Alright, to the chief's office. That's a big organ. February 24th, Police Department, Chief's Office. Whoa! Where am I?
In the chief's office, silly. At least, that's what it said on the door.
Check out that pipe organ. That's real, isn't it?
Hey! I used to take organ lessons in kindergarten. They used to call me Little Miss Buck. I thought I was a genius in the I could never remember where C was.
Oh, it's you two! Chief Gant! He put that paper he was reading in his desk. So, Ryder, have you been swimming lately? No, I haven't. I've been kinda busy lately. I can appreciate that. I've had my hands full too, with Mr. Marshall's misconduct. And Lana's provocative statement. Provocative statement? Oh, you mean about the forged evidence. 2 years ago, 2 years have passed since that incident. My, how time flies! See that big picture on the wall over there? That's a picture of Lana, Neil, and me. So this is Mr. Marshall's brother, Prosecutor Neil Marshall. Wait a minute. What's this thing? We took it to commemorate our work together. Something's not right with this picture. I can't quite seem to put my finger on it, though. Gant team picture added to the court record. Anyway, I'd like to reminisce all day, but there are matters that need my attention. I'm going to lock up here, so let's go out together.
Oh! But this office... It was a crime scene 2 years ago, wasn't it?
That case has long since been over. There's no need to investigate it anymore. All the same, we'd still like to have a look around. Perhaps you didn't hear me. I said there's no need to investigated anymore. Now hurry up and get out! I have a meeting to attend to. Okay, well that was kinda weird.
Looks like we aren't welcome.
It seems that case isn't over with yet, after all.
What do you mean?
Chief Gant denied our request to search the crime scene. That means there must be a reason he doesn't want us looking around in there.
You mean like a clue?
There's got to be a way we can get inside the chief's office. February 24th, Police Station, Criminal Affairs Department. Hey, pal! Detective Gumshoe! Aren't you supposed to be in a meeting? I'm, just taking a breather. My feet hurt.
From sitting so long?
Actually, from serving everyone coffee. Sounds like Detective Gumshoe's still out of the loop. Say, have either of you seen Mr. Edgeworth? Edgeworth? No. Why do you ask? He's under fire from both the police department and the prosecutor's office. It's almost like the battles between you two in court. That sounds serious.
Is it because of what my sister said?
That's basically what it all boils down to. That falsified evidence 2 years ago. Now Mr. Edgeworth has the whole world after his blood.
Yikes.
Right, what do you got to say?
But why would Edgeworth be blamed? It's not like he knew the evidence was forged. Lana Skye is the guilty party here, isn't she? Regardless, the prosecutor is responsible for the evidence they present in court. Not only that, but as you know, there's been a lot of rumors going around about Mr. Edgeworth. His amazing talent as a prosecutor kept him safe from those who don't like him. But now this...
Are there really so many people who hate him?
In our world, only those with talent rise to the top. Mr. Edgeworth not only has that, but he's young. There's no better recipe I know for making enemies.
Hey, Dick! Keep up the good work!
Yes, sir!
Let's go out for lunch again sometime. My treat!
Yes, sir!
You gotta take me back to that joint sometime, okay, Dick?
Yes, sir! It seems you don't have any problems with enemies. Yeah, well, I'm careful not to stick out. Anyway, I'm a bit worried about him. Under all this pressure, I'm afraid Mr. Edgeworth just might crack. Think we should go pay him a visit, then? Actually, I took a look at the Time Lord while the coffee was brewing. He seems genuinely concerned for Edgeworth. Well, did you find out anything? The only evidence Dark left behind was during his final attack. His
final attack? You mean...
when he killed Prosecutor Marshall, who was trying to protect some girl.
It seems Detective Gumshoe never realized Emma was the girl.
That's when he left the most incriminating evidence of all.
Well, what was it?
Oh, let's see. I think it had something to do with the murder weapon. Oh, I forget. Look, it's all written somewhere in here, okay?
His powers of recollection never to fail to impress.
Maybe we should show him the murder weapon. It might jog his memory.
Joe Dark was 42 at the time of the crime. He was just run-of-the-mill businessman.
Businessman? What made him take to serial killing?
One day, on his way home from work, he hit someone with his car.
With his car? So, it was an accident?
An accident, yes, but it transformed him into an animal.
An animal?
He killed a man and witnessed the accident. Kid walked by then, so he killed him too, and then a jogger came up and
So basically, he just kept going. He just kept going and going until there were no witnesses left. Seems he was a pretty careless animal.
Of course, this is all conjecture. There wasn't a single shred of evidence.
So, he turned himself in?
Yes, but in the middle of his questioning, he fled and murdered his final victim. Prosecutor Marshall. That crime was witnessed by someone too. Luckily, Dark was arrested on the spot. It's a good thing that witness wasn't killed.
That last witness, aka Emma. Let's see if he'll say anything if we show him the knife. About this.
Hey, it's that.
It has a tag attached to it with the label SL9 incident on it. I believe this would be the broken murder weapon you were speaking of.
What are you doing with that? Ever since that case was closed, that knife's been locked away in a locker.
On the day Detective Goodman was murdered, this suddenly disappeared from his locker. And was found in Mr. Edgeworth's car muffler.
Well, that's it. Now I remember what that incriminating piece of evidence was. When you showed me that knife, it all came back to me.
Well, what is it, Detective? Quick, before we forget again!
This knife. It wasn't Joe Dark's, was it?
That's right. We traced it back to the store he bought it at. Plus, it had his fingerprints on it, too.
But no one actually witnessed him using it to murder anyone, right?
That's where his luck ran out. When you take a good look at this knife, you'll see it's broken.
You didn't have to take a good look to notice that.
Yeah, well, anyway. Take a guess where the broken tip of the knife was found. That's what did him in.
Where was it?
The victim, Neil Marshall, was carrying it inside of his own body. It was found deep inside the stab wound.
Did it match Dark's knife?
You bet. Down to the last fiber.
That's pretty conclusive.
Neil's autopsy report added to the court record. Switchblade knife updated in court record.
Well, there you have it, in a nutshell. That's all I know.
Can I ask you one more thing?
What is it? If it's money you need, you should ask Chief Gant.
It's not money, but it does concern the chief. His office is a crime scene, right? It's where Prosecutor Neil Marshall was murdered.
The chief? The chief's out now, and his office is locked. But we'd like to have a look around, if that's okay.
Well, Lady Detective's ID card can unlock the door.
What? Really?
But if I let a civilian in there, I'd be charged with breach of trust.
Breach of trust?
Simply put, I'd be canned.
Oh.
Sorry, pal. I don't plan on getting fired because of you.
How about this ID card? It was Detective Goodman's.
That won't work either. The data was deleted the day he died.
Oh.
So in other words, Gumshoe is our only chance of getting to that office.
I wonder if there's something we could show him that would make him change his mind.
Let's see. Do we have anything? Maybe not yet. You know, well, let's go see Edgeworth. Check on him. Oh? February 24th. Prosecutor's office. Undergrad and parking lot. No one's here today. Not even Miss Starr.
Everyone's probably busy looking into what exactly went down in the evidence room. That must be where the detectives are.
But we proved in court today that on the day of the crime, no one was murdered in the evidence room at 5:15 p.m.
Yeah, I thought we were finally making some headway in our case.
But instead, it looks like we just ended up making Lana look even more guilty.
Hang in there, Lana.
I've got to find the answers by tomorrow. Alright, let us go to High Prosecutor's office. February 24th, High Prosecutor's office, room 1202. I wonder if Edgeworth is back yet.
There he is. It looks like he's writing something.
What are you doing here?
He sure was quick to throw that paper on the floor. Tough day in court, huh?
I've had enough. I've had to live the past 2 years with rumors flying around. What's another allegation to me.
Cheer up, Mr. Edgeworth! I'm rooting for you!
That's Edgeworth for you. Always trying to hide his real feelings.
So, what do you want? Unlike some people, I don't have all day. There's no excuse for what I've done. 2 years ago, I falsified evidence to obtain a guilt verdict. That's what it all breaks down to, and nothing I do can erase that fact.
But you didn't know, did you? I mean, that was falsified evidence.
The police departments and the prosecutor's office share a bond of trust. If that bond is broken, we stand to lose everything. The police department's error is my error, my responsibility as the prosecutor in charge. That fact remains the same no matter what their excuses I might have.
Mr. Edgeworth!
I take pride in my work. So tell me why.
It ain't nothing but a...
Why has it all come to this?
Even Edgeworth can't keep his mind, keep this kind of emotion bottled up.
Are you up for that trial tomorrow?
First, last year's trial, and now this one. It seems all you do is worry about me. To be honest, you're getting on my nerves.
But Mr. Edgeworth! You can't just walk out on a trial!
Tomorrow's the last day. It's too late to change prosecutors. I'll bet that's what my superiors are banking on. I never thought that case would come back to haunt me like this.
What do you mean?
The list of evidence, it seems too short. Most lists run twice as long.
It's only half as long as most lists? Well, that's odd.
After Neil Marshall was murdered, I became prosecutor for that case. I may not have been part of the investigation, but I knew what I had to do. Use the evidence I was given to prove the suspect guilty. That was really the only thing on my mind at the time.
Say, we just saw a picture taken around that time.
That picture. Something seems strange about it. Could you tell us again about what happened that day? The day Detective Goodman was murdered? You were participating in a ceremony over at the station, right?
I've never cared for ceremonies, but I had to attend that one.
Because you were awarded this?
Those receiving awards can't exactly skip out on the ceremony. I finished up at the office in the morning, then drove over to the police department.
You finished up at this office?
Yes, just odds and ends, clerical stuff. I didn't plan on returning to the office that day. That is, until I was asked to take something back.
very yummy. Take something back?
This.
Oh yeah! Chief Kent asked you to hold on to that, didn't he?
Yes, it was a piece of evidence in a case that was closed half a year ago. He asked me to bring it back to the prosecutor's office.
That's the story we heard yesterday. So, you came back here to the prosecutor's office because the chief asked you to?
That's right.
This picture was hanging on the wall in the Chief Gant's office. Prosecutor Neil Marshall.
Prosecutor Neil Marshall. He had just started making a name for himself. Looks like this was taken when he received the King of Prosecutors trophy.
Speaking of that, there's something that bothers me.
Yes?
The trophy that Mr. Marshall is holding. It's a little different than yours.
Yes, you're right.
Ah, I remember now. Remember what?
That was what the official prosecutor's trophy looked like until 2 years ago. There's a story behind its design.
A story? Sounds interesting. Would you mind telling it to us?
It's simple. Contradiction. That's what the award's been based on. This award originates from an ancient Chinese tale. In Chinese, the word contradiction is written with 2 characters. First means halberd, and the second means shield. Have you heard this story?
Me? Oh, sure. Everyone knows that. Why don't you tell it, though? For, Emma's sake.
Very well. Long ago, in the kingdom of Chu, there was an arms merchant. One day, he presented the king with 2 items. The first was a halberd he claimed it could slice through any shield or armor. The second was a shield he claimed he could withstand with any weapon.
Objection! Wait a minute. Those claims contradict each other.
Very perceptive. But then again, you've heard this story before, right? Anyway, as you mentioned, the very descriptions of these items discredited them both. When the king pointed this out, the merchant was left speechless, and thus the Chinese word for contradiction was born.
Oh, I see. So the chipped shield and broken knife symbolize...
Precisely so. They symbolize the merchant's items. The ancient tale ends with the merchant at a loss for words, but it's hit on nature to pursue matters to their conclusion. Even if it results in something as ugly as this.
Whoa! Thanks, Mr. Edgeworth. I learned something new today. That's funny. If that's so, then why were you only given a shield?
You'll have to ask Chief Gant. 2 years ago, he had the halberd part of the ward abolished.
Chief Gant. King the Prosecutor's Trophy updated in the court record. Alright, I think we're just about done here. I want to do a quick examination. Because what is this he tossed away? We're to pick it up right in front of him. I wonder what he was writing before.
Come on, Mr. Wright. Let's take a look.
Are you crazy? Edgeworth's sitting right there!
Just distract him. I'll check it out.
Hey, Edgeworth! Is that Detective Gumshoe out the window there? Oh no, he's falling to the ground!
Hold on! First, let me see what this girl's crawling around my feet.
He didn't even look.
Huh? Letter.
If you're having trouble reading, I'll read it for you. It says, Letter of Resignation.
Resignation? Edgeworth, you don't mean...
I'm tired, Wright. I feel as if something inside me is tied.
But, Mr. Edgeworth, none of it was your fault.
I know the path I've walked. You don't need to tell me. And the path I've walked hasn't been a just one. I can't forgive myself for what I've done. And no one else should forgive me either.
Uh-oh. I think he's serious.
Mr. Wright, please, you have to do something.
This letter of resignation. I wonder if I can use it for anything? Well, I think we should go back to Gumshoe. Maybe tell him about what's going on. February 24th. Prosecutor's Office. Underground parking lot.
Excuse me? Would either of you care for a £1/4 of roast beef?
Star! I guess she's out of lunches.
You certainly are the curious sort, aren't you? Kind of like the first person who sucked a cow's... Still, I never thought you'd be digging up that case from 2 years ago.
Everyone in this trial was involved in the SL9 incident. Not only that, the murder occurred on... Wait, the murder occurred on the very day the evidence from the case was due for transferal. This can't all be attributed to mere coincidence.
Aren't you forgetting something? You know, that little scene I happened to witness?
The instant Lana stabbed Detective Goodman with a knife.
No matter how much of the past you dig up, it won't change what I saw. Roast beef is meant to be savored when eaten.
Miss Starr's hatred toward Lana. It all dates back to 2 years ago. I don't really want to talk to her right now. If we need to, we'll go back. Alright. February 24th, Police Station, Criminal Affairs Department.
Oh, you're back!
You're still here?
I gotta make 150 copies of these files. Brewing coffee, copying files. I'm turning into a regular DJ.
You're a DJ as well?
If I'm not mistaken, I think he means desk jockey.
Oh, that DJ!
Gotta admire your persistency, but my answer is still no. I'm not letting you in the chief prosecutor. In the chief's office, period. It'd be my neck on the line.
And that office is the last crime scene in the SL9 incident. I have to take a look in there.
There's gotta be something we can do to make Detective change his mind.
How about this? He really cares for Edgeworth.
What's this crumpled up piece of paper? No way! Mr. Edgeworth can't be serious!
Is he ever not serious?
I can't believe they pushed him that far!
Mr. Edgeworth really feels responsible.
When I first met him, I thought he was as cold as ice too. But I know different now. He trusted us detectives to provide him with sound evidence. We betrayed him.
Detective!
That's it. I made up my mind.
But...
Here, take my ID card.
We can't do that. If someone found out...
they wouldn't let you off the hook with another lost item report.
Look at me. It's no secret I'm already out of the loop. After all, I'm friends with Mr. Edgeworth. Depending on how this case turns out, I may already be as good as terminated.
What?
So at least let me do this. For Mr. Edgeworth's sake.
Alright. Detective. Thank you. Man, Gumshoe is he's just amazing. Alright. Well, Chief's office, here we go. February 24th. Police Department. Chief's office.
Here goes, Mr. Wright. We're in! If anyone finds us now...
Detective Gumshoe's a goner. If that happens, I'm counting on you to bail me out.
Sorry! I thought you were a ghost!
I didn't even know you could slap a ghost.
Detective Gumshoe! What are you doing sneaking up on us like that?
I wasn't sneaking. I was just worried about something might go wrong. So I came to.
If you're here, then what's the point of giving us your ID card? Gumshoe's ID crushed and rendered unusable in pocket.
Hey! Don't do that to my guard! I hardly ever get a chance to come in here, so I figured I'd have a look around myself. Besides, we're all in this together now.
You really do want to get fired, don't you?
Not if we're lucky. Now come on. Let's see what we can find out.
I've got a bad feeling about this. Alright, well, let's examine the place. This is the real deal, isn't it? The armor and these weapons?
Sure is, pal. Chief doesn't care for imitations.
First the pipe organ, now this armor? Do you know how many taxpayer dollars must have gone into this room?
What? You mean we're paying for this? That's it! I'm not paying 1 cent of my taxes!
You don't have any taxes to pay.
Be careful what you say. Who knows? The chief may be hiding in this armor as we speak.
I don't think he'd fit in there. Even if he did...
Even if he did, he'd never be able to get back out.
Cut it out. You guys don't know how to scare. You guys don't know how scary that guy can be.
That's right. I don't think there's anything over here. Suspicious safe. Isn't this... This is a safe, isn't it?
Safe. That word is ripe with intrigue.
Okay, if you say so.
It looks like a code needs to be entered in this panel to open it.
A 7-digit number. I think I just might know what that is. I think I might also. 7-digit number? Well, let's give it a shot. Lucky number 7.
Do you know what it is?
I have a hunch.
Oh, I know. You want to try my birth date? It's...
I have a better idea. Here goes nothing. Okay. Bingo.
What number did you enter?
Whose birthday was it, pal?
7 sevens. The final ID card number on that record.
What?
The number of the mysterious executive officer who entered the room that day.
You mean... that ID number?
I think you're 1 7 shy this time. This can only mean one thing. That's Chief Kent's ID number.
Say! Anyone care to look inside?
Well, let's a looky.
Is there any money in there? How much does he have stashed away?
Look! It's,
A card from a broken cup?
This somehow looks familiar. Where have I seen this before?
there's something else in here, too!
What's this? Looks like a piece of leather cloth.
This is a handprint, isn't it?
Hey! I saw someone wearing a skirt like that once. You think the chief made up the design?
I don't think so.
Oh, well, it was just a thought.
Is that it? This is all that was in the safe?
Apparently so. It seems empty now. And no thank you. Alright, sorry about that.
Piece of cloth with a handprint on it, and a broken shard from cup.
They look like pieces of evidence.
Yeah, but unless you can prove they have something to do with this case, I'm afraid I can't just let you take them. After all, it's my neck of the line here.
Ah, goodness gracious. Seriously, right after Okay, hold on. Oh. Can I not do that here? Oh, man. Alright, whatever. Alright, hold on a sec. It's acting funny on my end, so I'm just gonna save there. Close out of this thing. Open it back up. And hopefully it should be refreshed. There we go. So much better.
Come on! There's gotta be something we can show the detective.
Alright, we gotta get out of here. So let's see. Something that would... Wait a minute. Detective Gumshoe, could you have another look at this jar?
I remember when the three of us put that back together. Ah, those were the days.
It's kind of early to be nostalgic.
Wasn't this jar a piece of evidence from that case?
That's right. One of the shards had an SL9 incident sticker on it.
Doesn't this ring any bells? You know, that fragment we just found?
You mean this one? That was in the safe?
Yes. That one. That was in the safe.
Huh. Now that you mention it, it's ringing a lot of bells. Let's see if it fits.
We just brought the entire jar with us. Here, let me see that shard. I'll take a crack at this.
Go ahead, pal. Show us what a rookie can do.
Oh, Mr. Wright, here's some glue.
If I can piece this together again, it'll prove Chief Gant was knowingly hiding evidence. Here goes.
Oh my god.
There. It fits like a charm. That, of course, means Chief Gant willingly and knowingly hid a piece of this jar in the safe. In other words, he concealed a piece of evidence from the SL9 incident.
But
Hey guys, get a load of this!
What is it?
This piece you just detached. It's different from the others.
there's a reddish line on it.
A reddish line. That's blood!
I don't get it. Why would Chief Gant hide this in a safe?
Unstable char updated in the court record. The jar's here.
Can I ask you something?
Sure.
You only came here to look around, right? Because it's one of SL9 crime scenes. I mean, that's your only reason for coming in here, isn't it?
Why do you ask?
You don't think... Nah. You wouldn't be. No. No. There's no way. Never mind. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Now then, let's look around here a bit more.
Hey, hold on! Not so fast, buddy!
What is it?
When someone tells you, don't worry about it, you're supposed to start bothering you, pal. You don't just let it go all and go at all.
Yeah. Sorry. This guy's starting to get on my nerves. Okay. So what's bothering you?
You two don't think Chief Gant might be a suspect, do you?
What? He's right, Mr. Wright. What do we think of him?
Chief Gant. So it's finally come to this. What do I think of him? Perhaps it's best I don't divulge my feelings yet.
There you go again, ignoring me.
That desk on the other side of the room, was that your sister's?
Yes. That's where I was waiting for Lana. On that day 2 years ago.
Is anyone using it now?
No, sir. This is entirely Chief Gant's office now. He practices a strict policy of preserving the crime scene.
That's a strange reason to leave it here.
He leaves it as a warning to everyone else. He wants us to always be alert. He told us so himself at our New Year's party. Of course, he was pretty intoxicated at the time.
I see.
So ever since Lana left, no one ever touches that desk?
No one except Chief Gant. And the cleaning lady who's in here each morning.
Still, 2 years have passed since that incident. There can't possibly be any clues remaining. I already looked in there. Do I have to present something else? Probably. Alright. Well, let's present something.
I feel a lot better now that this chart's complete.
But it raises another question. What was a piece of it doing in Chief's office? Safe.
More importantly, why wasn't there any money in there? Isn't that what safes are for, anyway?
I have a feeling the outcome of tomorrow's trial just might hinge on this. Yeah. I think we might be done here. I'm not exactly sure what else we need to do. Oh, yeah. The thing in the desk.
Wow! Look at the size of Chief Gant's desk.
Speaking of that, when we were here earlier.
Oh, it's you two.
Chief Gant. He put this paper he was reading in his desk. I wonder what he was reading.
This looks like a list of evidence.
A list of evidence?
In most cases, the list runs twice as long as this, though.
Hey! Look at the case name!
Huh? SO9 incident. I wonder what this was doing here.
Hold on, Detective. What did you just say?
I said, I wonder what...
No. About evidence lists. They're normally twice as long as this?
That's right. I guess there wasn't a lot of evidence.
Half-sized list of evidence.
The list of evidence, it seems too short. Most lists run twice as long.
What would the other half of the list be doing here?
I knew it! The chief must be hiding something about that case.
It would appear so. Evidence list added to the court record. Can I check those out? What is this? I wonder what this is. It looks like someone drew some kind of sketch here. Oh, what is it?
What is it? Did you find something?
I can't make it out. I'd better keep quiet about it. For now. Oh, it's nothing.
Why are your eyes moving about like that, Mr. Wright?
I'd better not forget about this picture.
That's what the chief was reading before, isn't it? You know, when we first came here,
Yeah, it looks like the right side of the form's been torn off.
so Mr. Edgeworth's list really was only half of the whole thing.
Something else is bugging me more than that. Take a look at the back of the form, pal.
The back? Yeah, we already did that. I guess we'll go see Edgeworth now if he's still there. Let's see. Does he have the other? Okay, so I guess we can't see the other half of the freaking. Yeah, I guess we're done here. Well, back to Gumshoe. I don't want to talk to Biz Star right now. Let's see. What do we need to do here? Looking up a walkthrough. Okay, so now I gotta examine it again, I think. Maybe. Oh. I just need to do. There we go. Detective Gumshoe? I'd like you to have a look at this.
Hey, I know what that is. So you want to take some fingerprints?
That's a great idea, Detective.
All right, go to town. Sheesh.
What are you doing? Why are you sticking out your hand like that?
Go ahead, take my fingerprints.
It's not your fingerprints we want to take.
Huh?
Come on, this isn't the time for jokes. We're talking about the cloth we found in the safe.
Oh, I knew that. The one with the handprint on it, right? Where's your sense of humor?
Okay, Mr. Wright. Let's check her prints. Sprinkle the powder on the cloth. Then, once they've been absorbed into the prints, blow the rest away.
What are you, my mom? I don't have to be told a million times. All right, let's get this over with. Let's check this one. Cover the entire screen again. And I think that should be good. Now, whose fingers does that match? Wait, what? Emma? What are your fingerprints doing on this? No. How can this be? What are Emma's fingerprints doing here?
Hey, you found a match? Whose fingerprints were they?
Seems the prints are too old. They aren't clear enough to get a match.
Oh, that's too bad. I thought they'd be Dark's prints.
Hey! You! Over here! What's going on here? What are that kid's prints doing inside the chief's safe?
Don't ask me. Let's just keep this information from Emma for now.
Here. Maybe you should hold on to this.
Piece of cloth folded and added to the court record.
Well, was I any help?
Of course. Thanks to your ID card, we were able to get some hard evidence.
No, that's not very kind, is it? In other words, if it wasn't for his ID card, he would have been useless. Isn't that right, you in the coat? Chief, get!
We didn't think you'd be back so soon.
Fortunately, I'm a man who believes in signs. As I was walking in my meeting, I happened to look out a window and saw a stray dog run right into a pool. Just then, I thought of a certain detective. Do you mean me, sir? Now then, I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you all to leave.
Yes, sir. Sorry.
Oh, you in the coat. Me, sir? Drop your ID on the way out. You won't be needing it anymore. But, sir... Now get out! Yes, sir!
We'll be on our way too, then.
Wait, you, the one with the spiky hair. Don't go yet.
Me, sir?
I'd like a word with you.
But, sir, I'm not a licensed scientific...
You, with the spiky hair, you're free to go.
Mr. Wright!
Look, pal, if I've told you once, I've told you 1,000 times. The chief's office is off limits. But no, you just had to go sneaking in there like that, didn't you?
I thought you said you didn't care anymore if you were fired.
Yeah, but if I knew it'd be done like this, I never would have said it.
Now that I've seen the evidence Chief Gant has been hiding in his office, I think I'm finally starting to get the picture. Why has she kept eerily silent about it all this time?
Anyway, you listen to me. I'm gonna try to smooth things over with the Chief again. Later, pal!
After that, I heard from Emma. She said the police wanted to ask her some questions, so she'll be busy for the rest of the day. February 24th, Detention Center. Visitor's room. I see. So the chief asked Emma to come in questioning. It's no use thinking about it. Tomorrow's the final day in court. I'm committed to doing everything I can to defend you, which is why I'm here. But I've already told you all I can. What you've told me over these past couple of days is absolutely nothing. Not a single useful thing. Really? I believe I did mention something quite important. Something I told you right at the beginning. I said that I was the one who stabbed Detective Goodman. You know, I think I've finally figured it out. I know who it is that it's lurking behind your words. Mia did a good job mentoring you. I'm rather jealous. It seems Edgeworth was right.
Edgeworth?
Once you've convinced you know something, and no one can persuade you otherwise. Thick-headed is the term he used, I believe. Now's my chance to get her to tell me the rest of the story. And I do believe this is where we shall be stopping. So we shall have to figure out what happens next time. Save. And let us go to the crypt. Alright. Well, yeah, so that was Phoenix Wright for... Alright, well, voice is getting kind of tired. So let us see who there is to raid. Not looking like anybody right now. So, I will say thank you guys, and I will see all of you in the next one. Bye-bye!